A very basic tutorial, and this is something that I used to struggle when in my early days of like web designing with Elementor, and that is simply aligning these buttons in like one line. And it doesn't have to be just these buttons, it can be anything that is like present around here. So a quick easy way is simply selecting the element which is above your button, and then click in advanced and then choose grow. Now remember that this one actually requires one more extra step so that we can make it more responsive. So let's first make it for just the desktop, and you can see we have like this 3 feature section which are like very ugly looking because I made it in hurry. And I also gave them like this section which is center. So make sure you don't do center simply because it doesn't make sense. Lots of the people will do center and then try to match it, but again the size of this is small, so obviously it's going to go in like much below, and this one is bigger, so it will be it would not be in the middle. So make sure you don't select center for anything, so that the top part, which is whichever the element is in the top, is aligned based on your based on your padding. So just like 30 padding. So now everything is equally present from 30 pixels from above. Next is our button. So the easiest way is to make it grow, and what grow does is basically it tries to stretch this container or whatever widget is about to fit the empty space. So right now there is like an empty space around here, so it just tries to fit it by stretching it itself. And remember that this would not work responsively, so I'll show you what you need to do for making it responsive. But first let me show you with every single thing. So you could see I've created some like extra ones where you could simply just add your grow option like this, and it gets to the aligned way. And if you want to have some spacing from below, all you need to do is change the padding for the bottom version. It works with every single thing. Now remember one thing, that because this one has like very big image, it looks a bit weird because you could see like lots of empty space and the contact now here. So you need to still check some designing stuff, and you could do for any element. So you could see I did for text, and then I did for image here, and then I'll do it for here like this. And this is how it works. But let's say if I go to my tablet portrait, right? Now you can see that these are actually looking nicely, but one thing you will notice is that this container is actually smaller than this container because we have lots of stuff. It is actually stretching. Now usually it can be that it doesn't matter, but let's say sometimes you want it to be like equal sizing. So what we simply do is, and this is like a good practice for these feature sections, is simply making sure all of them have like same height. So let's say I did like 550 height here, and then I do like 550 for every single one like this. Now each of these are 550 height, and then it will automatically be that's height for every single thing, except when you like increase it like too much. So if I let's say keep adding stuff, it would get like over 550. So you have to make sure that it covers like a decent amount of your content. Next, when we go into our tablet, and all I've done is I've made it to wrap like this, and then given this one like 48%, 48%, and I want all of them to be equal size. So all you simply need to do is add your sizing here, and by default it is using 550, which is for our desktop. So yeah, you could like play around with values if you wish to have like different sizing. Like if you don't want to have 550, you could do like 500 and stuff. And for mobile it's very easy, it's just like full screen, like one feature at a time. And all you simply need to do is again add some sizing so that they are equally spaced. But if you don't want, you could just make it 0 here, and it will like make it not have that extra spacing like this. So all you simply do is add a grow effect, and it just stretches it to fit it. And for having some spacing on the top, all we simply do is make sure our top padding are same. And yeah, that's like very basic tutorial, but when I started, it was like trying to find the solution was a bit tough for like my tiny brain. So yeah, if you like this video, just make sure you subscribe and like and share it so that yeah, I can grow this channel and everyone can see it. So thank you.